Hello, everybody. This is Shayne Snavely with Veterans for America First, Vets for Trump. I'm here with James Ebert. He's running for Constable in Kentucky, and he's a retired veteran, and he's going to tell you all about that. He's a retired police chief, so he's had a career. His entire career has been serving the public and serving the people of this country. And what I want you to do is listen to what he has to say, and we're going to endorse James for his race. And I want everybody to support him, and especially our veterans in Kentucky, veterans around the country. I want you to send him funds to run his race and heavily support him and share his message. And James, I'd like for you to just tell us a little bit about yourself, tell you just your background, your history, and it's we've talked previously to doing this video, and uh, uh, I'm very impressed. I mean, your entire life has been serving this country and serving the people. And I think that one of my goals is I'm vice president of Veterans for America First in Virginia, national ambassador. I'm starting to do a lot of grassroots things. One of my main goals is to start recruiting and interviewing and finding good people for local offices. We always put a lot of emphasis on the higher office and our state and even our state and delegates and senators and especially our U.S. House races and Senate races. But I think one of the most important positions is our local races because I'm a believer from being in politics and at a pretty decent high degree for years. Uh, what I've seen is we need good people locally because those are the people that actually change the lives and better the lives of people in their districts way more than a state rep or a state senator because they're the ones on the ground that know the people and they're the ones doing the day-to-day work and they're the ones that know what the people of that district need. And we need to support these people and actually promote them, help them get elected, and then help them also seek higher office if they wish to do that in the future. So James, just please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey, Shane, thanks for giving me this opportunity. And thank you to Veterans of America First for the endorsement. It really means a lot. As you said before, my name is James Ebert, and I am running for the 3rd County Constable here in Madison County, Kentucky. And for a lot of people that may not have interactions with what a constable does, it is the most local version of law enforcement that you would have in the state of Kentucky. You know, you got state police, cities, county, sheriff's department. Constables are charged with, in part, doing law enforcement for their specific district, as well as serving papers from the court service as well. It's a race that is often kind of being overlooked and not always had experienced personnel fill those public offices. And so my election campaign is aiming to change that. So a little bit about my background, Shane. 20 years, kind of a split career, if you will. I had 20 years in law enforcement where I worked as a city police at 3 different locations. In the last 5 years, I served as the chief of police here in Richmond, Kentucky. Was very proud of the work we did there. We were able to really reestablish the department and increase our professionalism with a lot of effort put in that we got for the first time. Accreditation was achieved by our police department, which is a really big thing for all local law enforcement to get. It speaks to the professionalism of the group. In addition to that, we were really forward-leaning into community interactions, which that's who I am at the at the center of my soul. From the very first year when I took over as chief, we had 18 public events, all the way to the year before COVID, where we had north of 200 community events, both small and large. Right, so I really have that mentality of we are community first in how we do our law enforcement approach, and I would like to take that to the office of constable for the people of the 3rd district. So a lot of years of experience in law enforcement, executive levels, investigative levels. I'm really proud of the service that I was able to do to the local communities for 20 years. So concurrently, while I was running that, I was also had a career in the military that spanned a little bit over 20 years in 2 different branches of service. Started off in the United States Marine Corps for about 7.5 years, enlisted, and went to Iraq and went from one side of the hall to the other to Navy Reserves, also enlisted as a Master at Arms, which is the law enforcement leg of the Navy, and went back to Kuwait and Iraq in 2007, 2008. where I was very fortunate to be selected for a full commission as a officer in the United States Navy, what they would call a security officer, and I got the privilege of being a commanding officer for 3 different units, which is a really great honor for me to serve the country at one of the most highest levels I could as an officer. And finally, in 2012, I got to do my final mobilization to Honduras and to support those efforts and to help defending the country, ironically, at that time, for narco terrorism event. So, a lot of long established history of me wanting to serve my country, wanting to serve my local citizens. It's a passion I look forward to bringing to the office of the third district constable here in Madison County. Um, and I think it's something that's been missing for those that are local to me. We know that basically that position was kind of held in absentee over the last 4 years. And so I really want to bring back that pride and professionalism with the local law enforcement as a candidate for third district constable here in Madison County, Kentucky.
Well, one of the things I was impressed with, we've spent a good bit of time talking before we were doing the interview, and your commitment to service is beyond exceptional. And I think that one of the things that we need in this country are people that are good veterans, law enforcement. I'm a big supporter of both. I think that local elections and local, like I said, offices are very important. And who better could be serving as a constable than a former police chief and a retired military veteran officer? I think that's just what we should strive for. Yes, Veterans for America First, we endorse non-veterans. My thing is with when we can find good veterans in these districts, I would love to start recruiting more people like you and then promoting them all the way through. Once you get done with this position, if you want to go run for house seat or a house senate seat or wherever your state senate seat or wherever you want to go, we want to be able to follow you and support you. And one of my goals with the organization is to start doing that and developing relationships with the people, not just endorsing people and then saying, hey, go at it. Endorsing you, helping you get funds, helping you with strategics, helping you with campaigns, and actually making a community of this where we follow you all the way through and we help you to go to whatever level of politics you want to go because you're the kind of people that have already fought for the country. You've already sacrificed. You sacrificed on the streets, and we give so much credit to our veterans and our retired veterans, which is due to them. But also, I think we, as a country, we lack a lot of people lack the same gratitude towards law enforcement. Yes, veterans go and they fight and go take bullets and are wounded and come back. But so do law enforcement. Law enforcement on the street every single day fighting these criminals, and it's just as dangerous in my opinion. So I'm way happy to be able to have you as a endorsed candidate for Veterans for America First. And I just think that you do a great job. We're going to support you. We're going to do whatever we can to help you. And I hope that you'll do well with that. And we're going to be following you. I'm here to help you. Veterans for America First are here to help you. We're going to start putting everything out we can about you to try to get veterans in your district and police in your district and retired veterans and police to help you and support you. And I just think it's a great thing that you're continuing your service. I mean, man, 20 some years in service and you're still wanting to just serve the people of your district and the people of the state of Kentucky and the people of America. What better kind of candidates could we have?
Yeah, thanks again, Shayne, and thank you to the Veterans of America's First. I think organizations like that are very critical. There's a lot of people who have passion about serving their culture or their country and their local communities. But as a veteran, I talk to them all the time. They consider running in politics, but they just don't know where to start, don't have the guidance, and they have a heart of a champion and they have the community on their minds and the people that they want to serve. They just need that organizational focus, if you will. And I think organizations such as Veterans for American First are great for that. It kind of gives you a platform to get your name out, which is critical in election seasons. And it also gives you the opportunity to see what structurally you need to do as a candidate to be competitive. So I always encourage all the veterans and law enforcement, like you said earlier, Shayne, lifetime of giving back to the community, but what you'll find more times than not, they're willing to give a whole nother lifetime if they can to serving the people of their community. So This is a great opportunity for me to learn how to be the best candidate. Ultimately, it comes down to I just want to serve the people of the third district in the role of the constable here in Madison County.
Well, we're great to have you on board with us, and like I said, we're going to support you. I would like to hopefully we get this out, we get it on social media, and we start blasting it in your area. And I encourage all veterans and law enforcement and people that understand the sacrifices you've given to your country and you continue to do to vote for you. And what kind of things do you need help with that the voters could help you with and veterans could help you with?
So the biggest thing I would say at this point in my local race is working towards things as sign placements. People that live specifically in the third district of Madison County, or good approach ways like on the roadways where a noticeable placement of a 4x4 foot sign would go a long way to aid the campaign for name recognition. Like everybody else, we're always willing to take donations. That will help the ground game as far as producing cards that we can put indoors when we get closer to the election season to help further get the name out. So, and I encourage not only veterans and law enforcement, just every person that likes good conservative values in their law enforcement to reach out to me. The best way to get a hold of me is on my Facebook page, James Ebert for Madison County District 3 Constable. I know it's a little bit of a name, long name, but I'll give it to you again. James Ebert for Madison County District 3 Constable. That Facebook way, you can reach out to me by message, and we can get together. I'd love to hear your ideas of what you think the district needs as far as law enforcement or court paperwork service in that district. Ultimately, this is the ultimate when it comes to grassroots of politics. It is the baseline of what we build up from. So, once again, Shayne, I appreciate your time, and I appreciate everything that Veterans for America First is doing for not only myself, but other veterans like me.
Yes, sir. We're great to have, we're very grateful to have you, and we're going to support you the best we can. And I'm looking forward to watching your race and helping you with your race. And glad to have done the interview, and we're glad to be putting it out for you. And we encourage all veterans and everybody, like you said, everybody in your district uh, to find out about you. If they need to know something, call you or get with you on Facebook, send you a message, and actually get to know you. If they have a question, something that you need to do or they want you to do, to call you and find out. And we really appreciate it, and I'm glad to endorse you for Veterans for America First, and we'll be following you.
Thank you very much, Shayne.
Yes, sir. Thank you.